Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to
try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I'd make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off near the 34. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Panthers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. There's Wilson to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And it's caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Seattle. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Fields on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now, Wilson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaq Thompson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. players able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
It's the score, Seahawks 26, Panthers 6. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, zero. 14, got it. All day, dog.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
on 2nd and 12. Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again is Fields. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darrell Taylor just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Again, he finds Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37.
On 1st down, Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. To the air again, Fields rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him now. They tend to leave him in.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do you...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He lets it fly for Lockett, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Play action. It's Fields. Left side, it's Dorsett. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Turnover, that's what we do.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On play action, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Alert. Hey, easy. Touch.
Wilson wants to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
From the 10. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And one last throw here for Fields. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-2.